Welcome back, everyone. Get this, the average age of a car on the road today is 11 years old. Here to help us decide if it's time for a new car is fourth-generation car tech Pam Oakes from CarCareForTheClueless.com. Pam, good to have you here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So when do you know it's time to get a new vehicle?
Well, you know, everybody wants to get a new car. Who doesn't?
Well, I like to go secondhand personally, but I like to make my cars last because I like to pay them off, and then I like to drive them thinking for free.
You're a smart, savvy car consumer because you don't take that initial loss. You know, once you drive a new car off the lot, it's used.
You know it, and it's just lost a lot of its value, right?
It sure has.
Now, you say when it's time to jumpstart your car, don't get those cables out and get that other car up to the front and put your cables in and do that.
Definitely
Why
not.
don't you like that?
Well, you know, it was great on my great-grandfather's 69 Plymouth, but on today's vehicles, they have more electronics in them than the Saturn V rockets that went to the moon. Actually, as technicians, as ASC certified technicians like myself, you could call us rocket scientists.
Good.
Okay. That power supply and all that electronics that's involved in the vehicles, they can pick up little teeny tiny spikes. Now, electricity moves almost as fast as the speed of light. You're not going to see a spike go through the system. I had a customer who knows better. Not only did he rescue this lady because she had the cables holding up with the two kids, he jump-started it. He's the one who got towed to the shop. A battery, alternator, and a computer later, about $1,200, just trying to be a good Samaritan.
So
your best bet?
Can I get one of those?
You sure can.
Now, what is that? Then I just have to carry that over to my car, hook it up, and we're good to go?
You're good to go.
All right. All right. Now, let's talk about how often we should get our car in for a tune-up.
Tune-ups like we used to have every 20, 30,000 miles, it's a thing of the past.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, it depends upon the driver, the type of fuel they're using, and how they're using the car. They have factory maintenance schedules for vehicles. You have to go off your factory maintenance schedule. Never, ever, ever go off of a dealer's schedule or somebody else's. You want your brand-specific factory maintenance schedule.
Okay.
Some can be at 35, some can be at 90,000, some can be 105,000. All depends upon the make and model and how you drive.
All right. Now, some of the guys here insist on changing their own oil. That's right. And I commend them for that. Personally, I'm not doing it, but you say it's not a good idea?
No.
Why?
No, it's not. Nowadays, like I said, a little bit more sophisticated. If they want to change their oil in their 68 Camaro, that's great.
Right.
Okay?
How about their 2012 whatever?
No. And let me tell you why. Is because we are trained. We go to class all the time, and people don't realize that. We're trained to know what to look for and things that are planned obsolescence in vehicles. And we're looking for that when we do an oil change. And you know what? Those guys aren't. They don't know what's going to be up and coming. That internet stuff you see on there? No, take it with a grain of salt. We had one car, actually we used this car here. We had it with a tire that was low on pressure. We put all the symptoms in. They had us replacing the power steering pump, the rack and pinion, the tie rod ends, the belt, the tensioner, everything, never addressing the low tire pressure.
So that was just low tire pressure?
That's all we put it in for.
Okay, so when do we give up the goat here? And when do we say, okay, car, you've served me well, time to get something new?
Well, after you've made your payments, you have those all figured in and everything, and you cannot count your oil changes or your tire replacements because that's normal wear and tear, or your belt replacements or your brake pad replacement, normal wear and tear. What you do is things that aren't normal, like a radiator.
So when the radiator goes, the rack and pinion goes?
You add it up.
Okay.
Over a period of time. You take about 12 months, divide your entire year's bill, and see if that's a car payment.
Right. And then if it is, then you get something new, secondhand.
Secondhand.
Pam Oakes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Drive safely. I'm calling you if I ever have a problem.
Of course.
Hey, coming up, we'll hear from pianist Jim Brickman. You don't want to miss it.